All right, perfect. It does show us live. So I see somebody in the back. That's perfect. So I'll give it 1 second. I'll start sharing this out and double checking that we are in fact live on our YouTube and Facebook pages. You can probably hear a little bit. Can you hear that? That's so
That was
funny.
a big cheer.
It is pretty lively here. But I did share this out. It looks like we are live on our YouTube and our Facebook channel, which is awesome. And then, yeah, we'll just go ahead and get it kicked off before we introduce the program. I always like to give some basic housekeeping. So if it is your very first time watching this video, whether you end up watching it live with us or watch it on replay, please make sure that you do not let it be the last and that you don't miss any future broadcasts that we have or any content that we push out. So to make sure that you are staying informed and on top of everything, you can hit the like button on our page. You can also hit the notification button and make sure you are following us. If you are not following us, Facebook likes to default and so you don't see the things as soon as we post them. If you are a returning viewer to us, then I just want to take the time to go ahead and thank you for being on our live broadcasts, engaging with us. We've been hosting these since about a year ago. And yeah, so right when COVID started, which is actually a year and 2 months ago. So we've had these videos running for some time. You can find all of the videos on the video section of our page here on Facebook. Of course, at the same time that we're streaming it here on Facebook, we're also streaming it on our YouTube channel, Westminster Chamber of Commerce. Now, we often get the question of how do we also communicate out to other community members outside of just our Facebook broadcasts. You can find us not only, again, on our YouTube channel, on Instagram and LinkedIn. You can also find us at Twitter at Westy Chamber. So all of the different social media platforms allow us to engage with you a little bit differently. Sometimes we reshare content on those pages, but it's usually at a different angle or a different lens, so you can understand it a little bit differently and digest into it. Now, as you're hopping onto this broadcast, I would love for you to do me a huge favor by letting me know who you are. The best way that you can do that is by giving us a thumbs up, reacting to the video, as long as it's not the reaction that looks like an angry smiley face, because then I'll wonder what I did to really peeve you. But then you can also comment with us along the way. So if there's information that we're sharing that you have questions on, if some additional question comes to mind, if you really want us to touch on something, you can comment it into this broadcast. And of course, we ask that you hit the share button on this video so others in your network can also see that we are live and that we're getting ready to begin. So I already see that we have with us one of our past board chairman, Brian Head. Thank you for hopping on, Brian, with us this morning. Today's broadcast is one that we will be doing next week again, and then the following week in celebration of Small Business Week. Now, it won't be the same business owner that we have on here, but what we are doing is highlighting some of those participating businesses on our platform to be able to share who they are, a little bit more about their business, and then what they're doing for Small Business Week. Now, Brian's already beat everyone else to it and has commented with a nice good morning message. This is the way that we will engage with you, which is why I would love for you guys to type in anything along the way. But if you have any thoughts or comments or questions, we end up pulling up not only your comment, your profile picture, and we'll be able to respond to you in that timely manner. So I am incredibly excited to have with me Mary Ruth. Thank you for hopping on with me this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and Mary Ruth is actually a business owner. Now, while I have adopted her since she is close enough to be in Westminster, she's just barely in Arvada, but she has been engaged with our chamber for quite some time now, and I've loved getting to know her personally, and then of course working with her on the business side. And so today we're going to take some time to have you guys get to know more about her and more about her business. So, Mary Ruth, let's start off with the personal side and have folks know: are you a native here in Colorado? Have you moved here so long enough that you can claim that you are? What does that look like?
I was actually born and raised here in Colorado. I was born down in Pueblo, of all places. And my mom, single mom, raising 2 kids on her own, we chased the money. So we moved up here actually on my 8th birthday. Wow. And I was very angry with her as a little girl.
Yes. Oh my God.
It was the best move she made. And I've lived up here. I went to school up here in the kind of northwest corridor ever since then. So yeah, I'm a Colorado native. I only did not live in Colorado for 3 years of my life, and that was when my ex-husband was in the Navy and we were stationed in Florida.
Okay. That's so funny. I actually didn't know that you were from Pueblo. So what a small, what an interesting, and similar to you, you know, whenever you're younger and you're forced to move, you don't really have a choice in it. You tend to have some negative feelings toward your parents for a little while.
Well, it was like on my 8th birthday, like we packed up and moved on the day of my 8th birthday.
Oh my gosh.
And I didn't let her live it down until I was probably 16.
Yeah, I bet. It's such a crucial time too, because you're transitioning from like really elementary and the middle school environment, and to be uprooted like that, especially on a birthday, that is something that would sting you. So
I've definitely forgiven her by now.
Right? I've forgiven her. I know you have, because I've met your mom. I've even met her at your place of business, which is always exciting to see that support. So tell folks what you do and what that has kind of manifested into over the last couple of years.
So my mom and I actually, and my girlfriends and my sister-in-law would get together like once a month, and we'd have some sort of crafty art night. And there would be some sort of alcohol involved, and we'd have a great big potluck meal. And it was just so much fun to kind of gather with the women in my life and kind of do these things. But it's very expensive to do it on our own. So we started thinking about, wouldn't it be great to have a place where women could kind of tip their toe into some of these art projects without having to go through the whole expense and then cleaning their house and having the mess afterwards and everything. So Tracy's was born. And we were over in a little complex just to the west of us, or to the east of us, sorry, for about 3 years. And for almost a year now, we've been in this location, which is right on the southeast corner of 88th and Wadsworth. So I'm across the street from Westminster. We're in the complex with Tokyo Joe's and Wendy's and Taco Bell and everything, but we expanded it and became a full-blown coffee shop 2 years ago. So we're a full service coffee shop. We procure all of our ingredients from local vendors. So our coffee is from Copper Door, our chai is from Sanctuary Chai, and they're all very local. And it's been an amazing ride. We love being part of getting to know Juliet and the chamber, and now getting to know Kat. She's amazing.
I know she is. I got lucky with that one for sure.
Yeah, you did.
We'll get a chance to meet with her. But Mary Ruth, I want to delve deep because you actually do a whole lot of things in your business. And one of those is when you walk in, people are going to see this big calendar that's usually full of different activities and different events and get-togethers that you usually have, outside of the COVID timeline. So what does that look like for someone that is, walking into your business and maybe interested in either crafts or arts, or doesn't necessarily drink coffee but does drink wine, or doesn't take part in wine or coffee? Is there still a place for them?
Absolutely, 100%. So we kind of offer a little bit of something for everybody. The big calendar you're talking about is this month's calendar of events. So our events are our classes. So we have We paint on canvas, wood, and glass. Hi. We paint on canvas, wood, and glass. We do beaded art, string art, jewelry making, polymer clay, resin. We actually go off site, and like at the end of this month, we're going to go out to Resolute Tap and Cellar. It's a brewery out in Candela's area, and we try to hit our vendors' locations a little bit here and there. We do, like I said, everything you can see behind me here. Sorry, it's mirrored. This is everything you can do if you just want to come in and you're kind of bored and you're trying to think of something that you want to do. You can come in and grab a cup of coffee, a glass of iced tea, some hot tea. We've got kombucha, we've got wine, beer, and cider. We've got a little bit of something for everybody. Even the people that say, I don't drink coffee and I don't drink tea, we have something, I promise.
And that is a fact, I know, because I've been one of those people that's kind of vacillated between all three of those elements that's there. So it makes entire sense. And pardon if you guys start hearing some noise in the back, or if some people walk. I'm just going to side note and digress. We actually end up partnering on Jeffco Women's Day every year. And so today is that day. We've moved it from March until May due to COVID. So we're on site kind of supporting the event and getting engaged in that. So if you see anyone that kind of walks in, or you hear something on the overhead, that is not Mary Ruth's fault. That is my own. We are out here supporting this event, but we still wanted to continue forward with this broadcast and be able to spotlight one of the businesses that's participating in Westminster Small Business Week. So one of the programs that we are offering, as we generally do every year, is Celebration of Small Business Week. Now with COVID, we've adapted it a little bit and created this pilot program where we have this closed loop of businesses that are participating that we're trying to make you figure out through a riddle which one of them essentially has a golden ticket. So we've made a few posts this week. We released 3 riddles for each golden ticket prize. And for the next couple of weeks, we're doing that. So in total, there are 3 prizes that are given, one every week. And the way that we give away the prize is by hiding a golden ticket at one of our participating businesses. Now, all of the businesses that are participating also have face masks that are branded with the Westy Chamber logo. They also have Shop Small or Shop Local shirts that they're giving away. So if you happen to drop in after reading and trying to decipher the riddle on someone that does not have the golden ticket, you're still getting swag. And Mary Ruth, you had a similar experience. You actually had a few people come into your business that thought that you had the golden tickets.
Yep. And we did not have that available for them this week. So there's your clue. They'll come get coffee. That's a bonus clue for you guys. But we did give them some swag, and we gave them a friends and family discount on their drinks. So if you come in and mention the golden ticket, we'll give you a friends and family discount, and you guys can enjoy some delicious locally made coffee or chai or kombucha or whatever.
Yeah, so many benefits. So they're coming in, supporting local, especially during this week and especially during this odd time. They're having access to some free swag, because who doesn't like more masks, especially, between us women, we end up getting our makeup and everything inside of it. Or really anyone who uses masks, after the first couple of days, you're like, where's a new one? So you have access to masks and shirts and all this fun swag. But then Mary Ruth is also offering at Tracy's Place, if you mention that you're there for Small Business Week and that you're in search of that golden ticket, a Friends and Families discount. And what does that Friends and Families discount look like for them?
We take it right off the top of the thing. It's actually 12%.
Okay.
Which is a pretty substantial amount off.
It is. It does. It adds up. One, it'll cover their tax and more. So it's really nice of you to be able to offer that, and to be able to do it during the time that we're in too. I think just shows how much you are invested in the community and invested in giving back as much as you're being able to generate in. And so we did give a clue. Mary Ruth did give us a clue, and that was this week she did not have the golden ticket. Now it was okay for us to do this because we're nearing the mark of the last riddle. And and we want to give out this golden tickets prize, but we need somebody to claim the golden ticket. So I'm going to kind of repeat the rules real fast. There are two handfuls nearly, of businesses that we are partnering with on this pilot Westy Small Business Week. So it runs from this week, it started on Monday, and it runs all the way until the 21st. And what we're doing is every week we are hiding a golden ticket at a business, at one of those businesses. Now we're releasing riddles for you so you can try and decipher those riddles and figure out which business of those businesses has the golden ticket. So for example, we had given out a clue. I think it was something along the lines of, it doesn't matter what time of day or night, this is always something that you need. So that was a clue that we gave out, or a riddle that we gave out. And then the list of participating businesses, including Tracy's Place. We have members like Fabulous Hair by Diane Kingsbeck. We've got Fuss 78. We have Kona Ice, and we have Sweets of Inspiration. We've got Yogurt Brothers, 5280, and then we have World Juice Bar and others that are participating. So if you go to any of those businesses after you feel like you've deciphered the clue, and they don't have it, you're getting some swag. And then most of these businesses are actually doing something. So Tracy's Place is offering 12% off. I know World Juice Bar, I just got a text message alert from them that they're doing 10% off for going in and supporting them during Small Business Week. So there is 1/3 riddle. So the first 2 riddles are valid after we post a 3rd one. So we try 3 times in 1 week to give out that first golden ticket. And like I said, we've given out riddle 1, 2. We are on riddle number 3 right now. Lucy, thank you for hopping on to broadcast with us. And so you guys now know the small clue. Thank you for tuning in, because now you know that Tracy's Place doesn't have it. You can narrow it down to other locations. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so that's terrific. So what has been one of those messages that you want to get out there for consumers right now, Mary Ruth? Like, are you feeling that some people might be still curious, what things you're doing to maintain health and safety, or is there a different message that you're trying to share out to people so that you can welcome them back through your doors?
Well, we are a safe place. We're very conscious of trying to keep everything clean and sanitized. We have a filtration system in here called Active Pure, and it takes all of the humidity and the particles in the air and it infuses them and puts them through a series of UV lights. So it's constantly sanitizing. Plus we're cleaning. We're constantly cleaning. So we're very conscious, very aware of that. We're still wearing our masks. 50% of us have gotten our vaccines. So, but we're still very aware. But other than that, it's a safe place to come, where you don't have to have any art experience. You don't have to know what you're doing. It's a safe place to come. There's no judgment whatsoever. You can kind of dabble in some fun new arts and crafts and kind of see if it's something that kind of wets your feet before you go and invest any money into it. That's kind of our unicorn statement, is we're here to help you explore your creative side.
Yeah, I think that's terrific. And I think that's so very well put. If anyone does end up dropping in, please let her know. Yeah, no, you're good. So Mary Ruth is really great about creating that welcoming environment. And I know now with the new space that they have, they're very much spread out. They're able to keep things cleanly, separate, and they even have hand sanitizer. You've got to be seated and all of that good stuff. So definitely a lot of amazing things that go on there at their location. So I would encourage you guys, if you end up watching this broadcast later on and we're no longer live, to give us a hashtag replay so we know that you tuned in. And if you did hop on and you had any questions, whether it was about Tracy's Place, about how to get involved in some of the activities that she has or ways that you can sign up, do not hesitate to reach out. I know that they are a very friendly and welcoming team. And with that, I do want, Mary Ruth, can you give us your address? And I'd love to type that in there before we fully let folks go.
Yes, it is 8770 Wadsworth Boulevard. We're in Unit F, as in friendly family. And if you want to go to our website to look up any, because on the main page is all of our classes, and you could just click on a picture that you want to kind of dabble in, and then it'll walk you through how to sign up. That is www.tracysplc, that's place without the vowels.com.
All right, that's perfect. So we have the address listed for everyone at 87th and Wadsworth. This is the newest location for Tracy's Place, a really nice creative space that also is now a full coffee shop, available for your creative minds and, of course, caffeine needs. They also have information about their programs and events at tracysplace.com. This is actually where they list not only about the classes that you can take, all the way to the projects that they have and how you can support their small business. And of course, as we mentioned, Tracy is offering a family and friends discount to folks that are dropping in on them during Small Business Week. So we encourage you to support them leading up to the 21st. Who knows? And they don't have the golden ticket this week, but maybe one of these weeks they may. Between now and then, please continue to check our Facebook page to see what those riddles are that are currently active, deciphering them, and of course, supporting those businesses on Small Business Week that are enabling this pilot program to develop. A lot of them are still getting back to a normal schedule. So we are very appreciative that they're taking on something that's new and different and having their team members get involved with it as well. And with that, Mary Ruth, thank you so much for being on here with me, for having patience as people have come and gone. I know that we talked right before we hopped on, and in celebration of Women's Day, I'm kind of in a different place supporting this event, partnering through the chamber. So we just wanted to still be sure to highlight you as one of our fabulous businesses that's supporting Small Business Week. So thank you so much.